What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you my review for Chainsaw Man the movie Reze arc. Before I go any further, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell right there so you be notified of more reviews like this. Make sure you share the video, comment down below, and go ahead and visit my Patreon. Whatever you choose to donate will be graciously appreciated. And that's right, it's a Reze, not Reze. Reze is Reze, which is the name is based on raise, which is to destroy, right? Boy, this movie. Now, usually I usually like to get the movies on the Thursday openings, but I had to watch it subbed, so I saw it subbed. Great, just this film. Chainsaw Man, I enjoyed Chainsaw Man that first season. The music was hitting, like that theme song by Kenshi Yonezu, Kickback. That's top 10 openers. Those sets of videos coming soon. Make sure you follow my social medias too, because I guess I'm playing with those openers. But yeah, that the first season with the openers and the endings, the multiple different ending songs, great. The visuals, just so. Does this carry on? What is this? This is the entire Reze arc for those who have read the manga. Me myself, I have not read the manga, but here's the thing about being an anime and manga fan in the 2020s. Most of that stuff has been spoiled. Like, I know a lot of stuff. I know who dies, who lives. I know we're done with part 1 on to part 2. But funny thing is, a lot of stuff I don't know how it gets there. And one of the things that I like to do, or not like to do, one of the things I do is I'm very present when I'm watching things, which is funny. It's the thing I've been working on. You should also learn how to be present right now, focus on the here and now. So I might hear about how something happens or be told how something happens. If I'm present watching and I'm in it, I'm right here, and then the thing happens, I'm still shocked, right? This so good. Picks up right up after the Katana Man stuff. And the whole entire plot, this plays out, because this movie is an hour and 40 minutes. I plan on doing it in less than half of that. So 100 minutes? No. 50? No. I'm going to try to get you right at that 30-34 mark. This plays out like a extended episode, because I'm going to try to go point by point. But the plot, Denji is finally feeling kind of satisfied in his life. Things are moving forward. Goes out with Makima one time. Then all of a sudden, this woman named Reze, he meets her, bumps into her, and then she starts seeming like she likes her. And as he says, I like girls that like me. While that is initially funny, that's kind of how it is, right? Like, at least with most men. Hear me out. A lot of times, at least I know being a guy, a lot of times, if you know this, if you find out that someone, oh, this person kind of likes you, and you look and go, oh, this person's cute, I'm going to give this person a chance. That's kind of normal. Crazy thing is Denji's 16, which is a big part of why I hate a certain character, but we'll get to that in a moment. But he seems to be having this type of romance. We see we're introduced to Beam, the shark fiend, shark devil. Power is taken off the table because, apparently she got a lot of blood from that fight with the zombies, so she has extra set of horns, so they gotta drain her blood. We're further introduced to the angel fiend, angel devil, and I believe he is paired up with Aki. We get some interesting growth and fighting there. We do meet like one of Aki's Division 2 friends, but he is very quickly introduced to another devil called Typhoon, and all these characters coalesce into a fantastic showing. And I was good until I got to that ending. Now, I say I was good until I got to the ending, meaning, you all know this is spoilers, right? That ending part where Reze dies and the music that's on top of it. That's when I just wow. Like, film is fantastic, but it's been a while since I watched a film that had, like, I felt sad. That ending was sad. Even there's an after credit scene. I don't know. I appreciate you guys for coming and watching me first and then going to see a thing. But if you haven't seen it yet, there's an after credit scene, which tries to leave you with a little bit more laughs. But man, when we're going to get into these different parts, and then I'm just going to talk about stuff. I'm not going to go play by play. Honestly, I'm just going to talk about this movie. Because this is totally different from my Demon Slayer review, where, you know, I have to break down the fights into different parts because that's kind of, you know, it's super shonen, but this is like adult shonen here. Tatsuki Fujimoto likes making sad shit. Success, dude. He's successful. So the music, 5 out of 5. Just amazing music. The beautiful music that's played during the night swim with, I don't know if you call it night swim with skinny dip part. That was great. The festival music right before we got to the talking, the revelation. Even when we get to the point where he's being chased, or him and Beam are being chased, that's great. The massive battle in the city versus Reze, the bomb fiend, the bomb devil, and with the Typhoon Devil, which turns out that Typhoon Devil forms a massive baby, just a big ass baby with the top part gone. It's just the brain. And Mayuri from Bleach would have a field day. All that music is great. And again, my boy Kenshi Yonezu, who has done songs for My Hero Academia. I feel like he do one for Spy Family. I know that's Gen Hoshino. I don't know. I don't remember what else he's done, but besides My Hero. But he does, and it's a literal anime intro for here called Iris Out. And when I mean intro, like, I don't know if they're going to split this shit up. I can't see them doing that. But, you know, they took 11 chapters and put it into an hour and 40-minute movie. They really good job. The intro even gives you kind of little hints, just like, you know, the regular intro here, the kickback by Yonezu. You get, you know, and I didn't know any of that shit, man, until looking at it. We even get another crazy dance with the trio of doofuses. But that ending song that gets you in your feels, sung by Kenshi again, but he is joined by the GOAT, Hikaru Utada. That Hikaru Utada from Kingdom Hearts. Bruh. That, if you don't feel anything, listen to that song while looking at that end part, after that end part, and watching this movie, you have no emotions. Oh, you have different tastes in music. I'm just going to be hyperbolic, you know, just for the camera. No emotions. None. The song's Jane Doe, just tears. When I tell you, you know, I had to run some errands before I got home so I could do this. And as soon as I got to my first lesson, I'm just sitting in the parking lot and just tears, because that ending mixed with that song, just the trying to process all of it. Great. Just the last words Reze says, "I didn't go to school either, Denji." Damn. And they're close in age. I believe she's slightly older, so she's like 17, because then she's 16, so she's like 17. They're like very close. Man, that ending. The effects, and by effects you mean art. Mappa does it again, bruh. Round of applause. Mappa, you did it. You done the damn thing. God, it's Mappa. You know, that opening black and white, that's very manga-esque. When Denji's talking about, I have the same dream over and over, but I always forget it. You know, it's where Pochita tells him, don't open the door. I feel like that's going to come back later. I just feel like it. There's the river of blood scene, like after Denji tears apart, him and Beam tear apart the typhoon, of just waves of blood, and that fight with Reze, where she does the multicolor bomb. I love how her design is fantastic to me. Kind of her personality and her design, like in the human form with her clothes, and then her fighting, like her fighting attire. Granted, like the last half of her fight, like she's like naked, kind of. She has on this apron thing. She's kind of naked, but then she puts on some panties. But like just that design, that the fat boy bomb head with the teeth, and they move. Their mouths move when they talk, which is crazy given how big their damn teeth are. What else? Just I already mentioned the intro, that swim scene, because of just all of the lights and the glitter and the music. Did you know? See, and I like this. This is interesting how they did this, because this is an adult shonen type of book, even, which is funny because it's in Shonen Jump Plus. You know, when she stripped down and he stripped down, obviously you can hide the guy's frontal part. But then when you're looking at the chest, it's like, well, what are you going to do with that? Just don't draw the nipples and you're fine. Literally, don't draw the nips. Kind of like Goku in Dragon Ball Z. Remember, guys, like in the original Dragon Ball Z, Goku ain't have nips for a lot of that. And that's kind of how you can get around a lot of that stuff. He also had no nips. No nips. Very tastefully done, too. It's like with those SA scenes in movies, like, you know, people movies, or hell, even in comics, when you have essay scenes, a lot of people do them just for shock, and they're not tasteful. It's not part of the story. So this isn't like just, oh, you want to draw something new. No, it's part of the story. She's teaching him how to swim. She even says, I will teach you everything you do know and everything you don't know. I'll teach that to you. Brilliant. Her fights are so good, man. Like, she is whooping ass, literally whooping ass. Like, kung fu stances look like kung fu stances to me, even though she is Russian. Oh, also with the music, she sings in Russian. I couldn't put my finger on it until we got to know who the character was. Just, damn, her fight scenes are so good. Even the comedy, which I mentioned later on in my notes here, but the comedy, like, it doesn't come out of nowhere. It's not like jarring. Like when the violence demon goes, like, and I love it, like she's squaring up and it looks like he's about to square up, and he's like, Kobeni, we're gonna do something different. This opponent's way too strong. And he literally runs away, and she's like, okay. And Kobeni's fault. She's like, I can't move my legs. She's like, I'm so sorry. I will quit today. Don't kill me. And interesting thing, this bomb demon, this bomb fiend, Reze, she does kill, like, she holds up two heads, you know, say, hey, I did this just to show you I'm serious. I don't want to kill any more people. Just give me Denji. So I'm assuming she didn't kill Kobeni, because homeboy shows up towards the end. Poor Kobeni. Let's talk about some of my favorite scenes here. I already mentioned that swim scene, which was so beautifully done. One of the most two menacing scenes, right? Where the serial killer dude, who initially trying to make that contract with the Typhoon Devil, talks like he's actively killing a woman. Like a fly lands on this lady and she's not dead, and we hear him like freaking murder her. Well, with everything else we've seen here, like Denji getting his tongue bit off and getting his throat slit and his hand cut off, this was okay, right? This was better, but the sound was just gross. The story he tells is gross. Like there was a Chinese devil hunter who said to have no tears and no blood, like the strongest guy. And so he kidnaps his family, skinned his family, and showed it to him to break him. And this is the type of sick dude he is. Just bleh. And the dread you feel when he got into the school, because she takes Denji to a school at night because he's never been to a school. And the chase is just like the music and the dread. I'm like, oh, damn. Denji finally meets somebody and she dies. I'm like, oh, she didn't die. But oh, she did die, right? I hate Makima so much. I hate that character so fucking much. And then just the reverse. That's a good shock reversal, right? Where he goes to like stab her, like her face is just no expression. Flips the dude, breaks his arm, and like chokes him out. Just chokes him out until he's dead. Like the raindrop falling on her eye and just no blinking. It's like, oh, you not to be okay. She's not to be played with. Even the symbolism, right? When she did the swim with Denji before all that, where you see the spider, which looks like an orb weaver, Japanese orb weaver. Then an orb weaver catches him off, and it's like, and all of that was happening during this beautiful, swim scene where Denji finally like lets go because he's fighting. He's of two minds. He's like, well, Maki, but this girl here, like, my heart's with her, but man, my body's not listening to me. My mind's telling me no. What's another part? Reze vs. Killer. Sorry, I mentioned that. When she chases Denji. First of all, Denji, I like the joke where he says, why are these devils never named, like have regular names? Because his name's Beam. He's like, why have they never named anything like regular? The way her transformation, just pulling the pin and just boom, that transformation was so great. That should go with the art effects part. That's so beautiful. Like the explosion effects are great on her. She could give I forgot Kachan's actual name. Wow. But she can give him a run for his money when it comes to explosions, because uses her the way she fights. I love the way she fights. She uses the explosions to move around fast and quickly. They add to her strikes. Subtlety. And I'm going to talk about some subtle moments here. But I like when Beam catches Denji in his mouth, and she's just the scene of that, where you see her hitting him is just lighting up across that belly just to explode, but didn't kill him. Proof, didn't kill him, unless I guess hybrid form's a little bit more durable. Although, like, when she got to Denji and she kept exploding him till he was just a head and torso. Damn. Cone. I wonder why they even bother using that fox demon sometimes. Like, they were able to use the claw. She kills everybody. They get the captain of that division using Cone with the bite, and it's like, something nasty's in my mouth. I don't like this. Now they're gonna die. Just yeah. The final fight, just that third act, that whole final thing with the massive typhoon battle, all of that, and that ending scene when you finally get Reze versus Denji. Been fighting all night, and it's about to be day. Daylight's about to break. And he finally learns how to use his chains, like one of the comedic parts where Angel tells Beam, hey, tells everything you know about, Chainsaw. Because for some reason, he's a devoted follower of Chainsaw. The only person he wants to work with is him. He's like, yeah, you can use your chains to, swing around the city and be really fast. And then she goes, oh, okay, and uses his chains as like reins to ride the Shark Man. I don't know if that's going to be my thumbnail, but yeah, to ride the Shark Man into battle. Or the giant 6-legged land shark that looks like it came out of a Junji and Ito manga. I digress. Well, I want to talk about subtlety next, but I didn't mention highlight. We're going to highlight like new characters. Like we saw Angel, we saw Beam. And that in the ending part when they finally went on their mission to kill all the zombies and whatnot, right? Those two are featured more. Reze, I already told you, and I already told you no power. Turns out the Angel thing. So Makima tells us, he was found in a village where he had killed all his everyone there, the friends and family, everybody. And then she captured him. Looks like Beam. And so I'll kind of dip a little bit into subtlety here. I wonder how Aki and the angel fiend or angel devil are going to react or act around Makima, because when Beam brought Denji up to the second division, and he's like, the bomb demon, the bomb devil is an associate of the gun devil. Like that's one of his associates. And they're like, how do you know that? Tell me. I have every right to just go in and kill you. He's like, I can't tell you, or they're gonna kill me. Who is they? Makima. You don't say. I can't stand that bitch. So, and this is a part that to me this feels like manipulation, but maybe this means that they're close. So she asked him out on a date. They're gonna watch, I believe they watch 5 or 6 different movies. And I'm gonna try to do all this from memory. They watched 5 or 6 different movies. The first movie looked like it was like an angel versus a god fight or something. I guess it's supposed to be like one of those action movies. Because remember, this is fictional 1990s, I think. I'm not sure. I have no clue when the time is. It just feels like the 90s and 80s. But that's just my guess. That movie didn't land. She's like, yeah, actually, I wonder if I can actually find that. Tell you, it's hard to look at a screen and kind of sort of type to the side. No, I'm gonna ignore all that then. But so the movie, so that's that movie. And then there's another movie where it's supposed to be a comedy. Everybody's laughing. Neither one of them are laughing. She's like, yeah, it's supposed to, it's evoking and making people laugh. Okay. The next one had music, and she had the story. The one after that, it was too average. The one that was trying to force people to be make people be scared. They weren't having it. He's like, maybe movies aren't my thing, because I don't feel any of this. His whole time, when he looks at her, he's like, oh, she's so cute. He's such a 16-year-old. And she tells her, well, 1 in every 10 movies or something I end up liking. Now, this last movie, people don't understand the ending. And they're the only 2 in the theater. And scene comes up where the woman hugs the guy and the guy hugs the lady. He's like, this is like a small part of the movie, but this is so touching. He's crying. He's like, I hope she doesn't see me crying. Now she's crying. I don't know if that's sincere or not, or if it's like a mental manipulation to be like, yeah, I like what you like. Stay under my, yeah, stay. Yeah, I'm controlling you, Denji. I don't know. Because immediately after, he's like, do I have a heart? And she puts her ear on him, and yeah, we hear the and she smiles. Everybody wants to, like he said, every girl that he's ever liked tried to kill him, her included, because she threatened. Remember, she threatened him. She said, either you follow me or I'll kill you. That counts. Or she's just smiling because she can hear Pochita. She can hear the chainsaw heart, right? And just that. And there's a parable about the city mouse and the country mouse in here, which she wraps it up. But you have Angel talking to Aki about it, and you have Reze talking to Denji about it, almost at the same time. At least that's how they were framing it, right? Where it's like, which one would you rather be? The country mouse, a little bit safer, doesn't have a lot of tasty food, but you're safer. But the one in the city, good food, but you have a chance of being killed by humans or rats. Humans or cats. And Denji's like, I'd be the city one. I've had a lot of good stuff to eat. Okay, and it's kind of what he's doing right now. Going to be killed by demons, devils, what have you. But it seems like the fiends, like Reze and Angel, who's very lazy, he would be the number 2 strongest next to Captain Kishibe, the guy who trained Power and Denji. He would be the number 2 if he wasn't so lazy. He doesn't want to fight. He actually wants to die. They would rather be country. Just be peaceful. Leave me alone. And then when she gets Angel to attack her after she was gonna run away, and she didn't run away, and she came back to the cafe to meet Denji, and they both could run away together. I hate this. I hate Maki. I hate that bitch. She's rats. I don't know how she got the rats to move, but she had the rats to cut her off. And she says, here's the thing, I like to, I can see why people like to be the country mouse. And when you go out there, because I got a friend, family has a shed out there. I don't know. I don't care. She said, but, once, did she say once a week or once a month, you turn up all the soil and you have the dogs hunt the rats, hunt the mice. Her whole damn thing is everything being a damn dog. I would do a middle finger right now. And that's what she was comparing it to, is all that. Even though she wants to be a country mouse, she's still being hunted. And it's crazy because at the end, the angel looks at this rat and goes, it's not that bad being a city mouse, right? Which he has a nice little turn. Has a turn. I guess a turn of not wanting to go to an early grave, because when you touch him, his power, he can drain your life force and he can make weapons out of that life force. And so if you touch somebody, you lose years. Aki already has 5 years left of his life. So during this fight where he's trying to hold on to him by the shirt and he's like, let me go, I want to die anyway. Aki grabs him by the hand, loses 2 months. He's like, how much time was taken from me? 2 months. He's like, yeah, if you want to die, do it away from me. I can't stand to watch another person die in front of me. And this was after, far after, when they're fighting other devils so they can prepare on a mission to finally fight the gun devil, right? And I guess it was a private devil hunter, and I guess his devil went out of control and like his whole torso's gone. And the poor guy's asking to die, and he's like, hey, you could mercilessly and painlessly kill him. Yeah, no, I'm still a devil. I don't like humans. I want them to suffer. And Aki has to kill the guy. But you see him later on apologizing to a woman, like going, she's dying. He's like, you'll go to heaven, I promise. It's okay. Takes her life so he can give her blood to Denji, so Denji cannot be more than a stump. It's kind of weird. Maybe that was the flip he needed from Aki, showing that little bit of compassion. I don't know. I think so. Also, yeah, when he said to Denji, he said, look, your girlfriend is causing way more trouble, way more destruction. You had 2 options. Let her kill you and this will be done, or you muster up and go kill her. To which Denji replies, we already know what the answer to that is. Which is neither, apparently. Reze, who I think Reze might actually be my favorite character in this series. I actually think she might be. Just the design, how earnest. So Kishibe tells us she is from the Soviet Union. Apparently, there's a fairy tale going to the Soviet Union that orphans are taken by them and they're in a hidden bunker and they're trained to be weapons. It was a fairy tale until somebody whistleblowed, and the person who wrote that article has never been seen again. She is one of those weapons, which explains why she's able to fight and why she sang in Russian while murdering that guy. It's kind of like a Black Widow kind of thing, saying the thing over and over again so you can get through doing what you're doing. And she's an interesting character, right? She's as Denji calls, a sex craze, because she knows how to write the kanji for balls, which Denji doesn't know kanji, but he knows that. Knows how to say big ass in English. Scoots close to him while she wants for her to study. Tells him to come to the cafe, which he came really quick. Mr. I'm faithful to Maki, whatever. But this is a great character. Like, she lied. Like, he didn't kill her, which dude learns how to use his powers with making the chain come out of his arm so he can just cut her up and whip her from afar and then tangle her up and pull her close because she can't do her bomb stuff because she has fuses all on her. She can't do her bomb stuff underwater. Which, let me talk about her powers real quick. The fact that it reminds me of Roy Mustang, just the snap, make explosion, snap, send an explosion. The way she killed those private hunters, just obliterated these guys. She could turn her arms and legs into torpedoes and missiles and just launch them or enhance her punches. Cool ass character. It's crazy that the cool ass characters are there for like one arc. Like the Katana Man design is great. Put a trench coat on somebody and a hat, they're instantly cool. She's amazing looking. Probably because I like kung fu women. I like martial arts kung fu women. But yeah, you know, she says, oh yeah, I learned how to blush, you know, for my missions and everything like that. I didn't actually like you. And then she's like, hey, that might be true, but you taught me how to swim. If that was the case, why didn't you kill me when you first met me? Because she had some type of like for him. It's even proof when she goes back. And I guess that's the heartbreaking part, that somebody actually likes Denji for Denji and wants to run away. And then this bitch Makima. Goodness. Well, I kind of skipped through a lot of stuff here. That, no, yeah, I already talked about the blood river. Just damn. Flashback. We had a small little flashback from the angel. Some very brown, tan-skinned woman on a beach. Don't know what that's about, but yeah. Hopefully that comes up either in the next series or the next movie, perhaps. I feel like I talked about this already. I don't remember, but I'm gonna talk about it right now while I still have time. Denji going, you know, while he's passed out, like basically dude keeps dying. Dude, I like how he goes, you know, he's satisfied with his life, right? He's getting along with his buddy Power. He's finally getting along with his senior not compatriot, but like his senior at work, and things he's starting to actually enjoy himself and have fun. He's able to eat and do all this great stuff. And she does feel bad for him. She's like, that's the basic, right? Basic is being able to three hot meals and you know, being able to sleep. And she also presses, I wish you should quit and just go to school, even though that was part of the ruse with the kiss and bit his tongue. Also kissed him and then broke his neck to paralyze him, right? But Denji's finally enjoying everything, and then when he technically died, she cut his throat, came back, and he's like, yeah, I had some time thinking while I was knocked out. Every woman I like tried to kill me. Which I think Homino, Power, Makima, Reze, Kobini, anyone who he was close to having like a thought about. And we get that scene too when he's like struggling while she goes to the bathroom. We have that whole chase scene. You know, he goes, oh man, Angel. He's like, wait a minute, Angel's a dude. Never mind, screw that. But he's like, oh man, that one chick, Kobini. He's mentioning everybody in underwear, by the way. He's like, but no, she tried to kill me. And then Power, she's too selfish and bigoted. She tried to kill me too. And he thinks about, you know, those two. Himeno, we get to see Himeno. Damn, that's crazy. I like Himeno too. So my favorite characters, just two characters I like gone. But Reze beats her. And he says, I think it's in the trailer, the very first trailer. He's like, everybody wants my chainsaw heart. How come no one wants Denji's heart? And she's about to trick. Again, don't know if she's about to trick him. Like, I do want your heart. And he's like, wait, really? And Aki's like, focus, idiot. But at the same time, knowing how this thing could have ended, she was telling the truth. Just, I got a mission. Another subtle thing. Power is deathly afraid of Makima. I don't know how they first met, but she's deathly afraid of her. like to the point where they have to walk back to go to the office after that whole intro scene, intro music, whatever, theme song scene. And like she's clinging on the lamppost. They have to pull her out of the house. And, Makima was like, yeah, can I borrow her for a while? Give you a different partner while we drain her. And she's like, no. And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And she's just, I need to know what that's about. But yeah, movie is an hour and 40 minutes. I've told you so much, but I've left out equally enough. You have to experience this. This is really good. The anime movies have done really good this year, like really, really good, to the point where I'm considering going to the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, even though I have not started Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if it looked like it's a combination of two arcs. I don't know, but I want to watch it because things like these movies, like Demon Slayer, and now this, I don't know. Do you think I should go see that movie? Tell me what you think down below. Do I need to shotgun through the first 2 seasons and then that one movie 0, and then go see it, or just wait? Y'all let me know what you think down there. But I'm gonna tell you what I think of this movie. 5 out of 5, just all the way. 5 out of 5. Must see. Perfect Halloween movie with devils and demons and blood and gore. I am not a fan of blood and gore. Not. Part of the reason why I have not gone through and finished Attack on Titan, because I read those first couple of chapters and I couldn't get through that because I've read like 30 to 50 chapters of Gantz, and Gantz was starting to grind on me. I can only watch so much dark and bleak shit where death is cheap. I can only do so much of that because life is hard enough as it is. So far of the dark trio, which is this, Hell's Paradise, and Jujutsu Kaisen, it seems like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man are doing really well. They are called the Dark Trio, by the way. I didn't make that up since everybody keeps making up big 3. There's only really one big 3. That's One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. But they are called the Shonen Dark Trio. And this inspires me to actually go and watch Jujutsu and go and watch Hell's Paradise. So please go see this. Great movie. Visually stunning. I watched it subbed, so I can recommend subbed. If you've seen the series dubbed, go watch the movie dubbed. But great movie. 5 out of 5. If you've seen the movie already, let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. If you've only seen the series and this has encouraged you to go watch it, let me know what you think of the series. Should I go watch Jujutsu Kaisen, the movie? Should I watch it even if I'm not finished with Jujutsu? Tell me that as well. So please, don't forget to like the video. It helps out. Subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. My Patreon link is down there as well. Go ahead and give that, a hit. Share it. I appreciate you guys. Please be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, drink some water. All right. Make sure you go out and get some sunlight. Be safe out there, please. It is crazy. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. All right. We have too many of those. And if you're feeling down, like a lot of subject matter in this series and in this show and this movie, yeah, you need somebody. You should talk to somebody. I would rather, I would, and there are people in your life that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. I promise you that. So please, if you're feeling down, you're feeling out, please reach out to somebody. They would rather struggle with you than to struggle without you. All right. My social medias in the description below. Give them a follow. Sincerely, follow the Instagram. I'm going to be doing some cool stuff, at least for me, with some top 10 things that I can't necessarily do on YouTube all that well. So give me a follow, say hello, be mellow. We'll be good to go. Until next time, everybody, we got the weekend. So I'll see you guys for Spy Family probably on Sunday. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. That's me pulling the chainsaw cord. I don't know how to end this. Boom.